Good man, Chris, you finally have me live. Ah, about time, Chris. Welcome along, everyone, to Split 1 in Amigos Monday Night Racing. Looking at the Torpedo himself sitting in the gravel. I'm expecting to see him in the gravel quite a bit today, as is his talent overwhelms me. His overreactions to cars rejoining tracks is all I'm saying. But that's quality done with C Hunt takes pole from Bixby with 0.073 of a second. And yeah, it's looking like an interesting field tonight. Two Ferrari 488s out there. So at least when we fall asleep at the sound of the BMW, although the BMW is a nice car to drive, we can change for Ferrari 488 to get woke up again, which is nice. In terms of drivers this evening, 31 on the grid. Jay Franklin being one Ferrari driver, which I will be definitely hounded on the inside of. And of course then our boy Dariusz Śmielski. So first place C Hunt gets a 15-second time succession penalty. The way Amigos works is they run succession penalties first, second and third like the British GT. So 15 seconds for first place, they'll serve it in a pit, 10 seconds for second and 5 seconds for third. Should be quite interesting as well. Some beautiful liveries out there. There's 2 or 3 people that did not upload their liveries, and that really makes me a sad panda. But it is what it is. I'm waiting now. Once we get onto the main grid, I'll run through the cars and people's names and all that beautiful stuff. Of course, this is only round 2, guys, so if you're looking to get involved, there's plenty of spots in split 2 and split 1. Is it going to let me go on with anybody in particular? No, it's not. There we go. And I just want to make sure I get off being enabled because I am a bit disabled. Controversial, I know. Right, so in pole position we have Hunt. Then in second is Bixby. Third position is Wegman. Fourth position is T. Celine, and I'm not talking to him because he didn't upload his livery. That awesome. So he is not my friend. Then we've got Dave Hill in this lovely Rangers livery, which I did create. Beside him is Jack Holden in the 2ID Fezza. And then Matty Gamble himself up there as well, doing a good job in P7. Of course, we've seen him further up the front. But as is the growth this season, we've had some little rocket ships coming in as well. So good to see Matty up there as well. I expect a good race out of him. The Beamer's actually quite well over here over a race distance. Then we have Romano next. Absolutely no idea who he is, but what's the crack with you, bud? Then we have the amazing Dominic Geese, the German version of Brad Pitt himself. And he is going to be doing a great job here this evening, hopefully. And I'll be looking forward to seeing him, of course, for Untalented Motorsports. This here, Dariusz Śmielski, I had great views when I was doing a TikTok for my own league on this one here. I love the sound out of this. Looking forward to see what Darius can do here today. Then we have Kalasper next. Yeah, his name. And he should be doing very good, hopefully. All going well in P11. And Michael Syme, who I know then in P12. I'm going to put a bet on it in 3 laps he bins it. Then Torpedo Tedder himself. I'm expecting him to do a few torpedoes, probably spin off the track and blame me rejoining from the race before last. But I know, honestly, I hope Chris has a good race today. The Mecca is quite a good car. Probably not its strongest track, but it should be quite good around here. Then we have Britt Batiste next. I'm sure if you're in the race chat with him, he will get toxic because he's American. If he gets hit, fuck guys. But yeah, that's Britt. Absolute legend, love him to bits. And that is him then in P14. We've got Braxstad in P15. Then it looks like the first of the 3 Christies and 3 CD racing. This will be very interesting here. Beautiful looking livery. Don't know who made that one. Colin Mooney must be amazing at making liveries. Then we have O'Sullivan next. I seen him last night, P3 in our 2.4 endurance. What can he do here in Amigos today? And Joe Egg next, like that livery. Reminds me of a 90s disco tech, few ecstasy tablets. The old camo. Then we have Ryan Harper. Ryan, I sent you a livery and you didn't upload it. So Ryan Harper here is finally back into Amigos. Very, very fast driver. And I'm hoping he does well this evening. Did you hear me, Ryan? You better do well. Better do well. Then we have Craig Hewlett in that stunning, absolutely amazing supercharged motorsport team livery. Let's see what he can do here this evening as well. Absolute legend repping our team. Absolutely love that. Next up then we've got Kowaleski in the gorgeous looking Beamer. And he is also running the Supercharged Motorsport signage. So thank you very much. Oh, a big kiss for him. Then we have John Dudley. What a legend in the 3CD Racing Porker. And we're going to have to probably speed this up because I keep talking shite as always. Then we have Wilson next in the BMW with Tomlin in the Fezza for Big Brain Racing. Then we've got Pickles next for Pickle. What do he call himself? Pickle Rick Raider, okay. Then we have Wilson next in a actually really nice looking Beamer. Aaron Holloway, winner of Split 2's race the other day in the Supercharged Motorsports races for our team. He's next then with Spaghetti, I'm going to call him. Then we have Fleury in the Aston Martin. Then Mr. James Franklin in the Ferrari. And then the lad who murdered me last week in last place. And let's see what he can do this evening. But here we are. Look at that. Like magic, we're back. That is the grid, guys. And it should be an interesting one. All going well. Why isn't this letting me away? There we go. It's got me away. And now we're going to go to Helicam, but we're going to go up to first place for this one. And let's get ready to rumble. As you'll see then, the timers beside them shows the penalties. Also, just want to know, I was meant to race today. This is my one and one time only doing comms and covering, because I actually do want to race on Mondays in Amigos, but I felt bad because Chris came and begged me and literally offered me some very unsavory favours, which I will not go on here in YouTube. But I accepted all those unsavory favours. Needless to say, I'm a slut. But looking forward for this one now. An hour racing, one mandatory pit. And as far as I remember, it's only fuels, and there's a drive-through for Kowaleski off the marker. So Hunt gets away quite well, and he stays ahead of Bixby just. And into the first corner. Oh, there's going to be a bit of touching with Davy Hill. Nothing major behind. Everyone's running a bit wide. Did everyone get through and not die? It seems to be that way. No deaths to report just yet. Everyone has made it through quite nicely. Nice work to everybody there. That's what we like to see. Well, there we go. Tomlin. Christie, I think, escaped it. So let's see what happened, Tomlin. Let's go back 15 seconds. Tomlin and... Oh! Christie and Tomlin, that's what it was. Ouchie, pouchy, pouchy. Sure, look, these things happen. Head down, bud. At least you didn't get 5 hours worth of penalties or time penalties or damage, so you get over that one and move on. These things happen in racing, so Bixby is still ahead there of Hunt at present. Wegman next, and then Dave Hill behind him. Sleen next with Matty Gamble after him. Jack Holden is just after him as well. So let's see what happens here with Holden. Holden's keeping him on the outside. The man who's trying the inside, or the outside, but Holden has the inside and got the job done. Look at this up front. Bixby and Hunt are at it. There was so little between them and quali. Of course, Macca versus Ferrari versus Mercedes there as well with Wegman. Jasper gets run very wide because he was placed somewhere else. Oh, that could have been dodgy. Go on, Pickles. Go on, Pickles. Yeah, Pickles, come on. Unlucky. Good. Oh, Journalist move, a bit of a touch there from the Macca. Gets through. Nicely done. A bit more of a touch from Pickles there. It's quite aggressive. Bit of flashing there for Calspar as he nearly cuts the nose off J Big. Aaron Holloway gets through there as well. Franklin as well, drop down a bit as Craig Hewlett gets by him. Go on there, Craigie. So Harper's already in the pits, as is Dominic Geese. Okay, I missed that, guys. So I'm going to stop. Oh, jeez, the Geese has stopped 39, 40 seconds nearly. Hardly is that much damage already. What about Mr. Harper? 30 odd seconds in the pits. Romano and Holden though. Let me have a look at this one. Romano sticks it up the inside of Holden. A bit of a touch, pushes Holden off the track. Quite an aggressive move. Okay, we've just missed what happened there. Let's go back 15 seconds and watch it. The joys of having replays. So Jack, I'm assuming, goes for the dive up the inside. Yeah. Just got caught out on the braking zone then, and that is what happens, unfortunately. Hunt and Weigman are at it there as well, but Hunt stayed ahead. Hunt all over that with a walk with Weigman and Hill. And then you've got Celine just behind him as well. Harper's still in the pits. I wonder, is Harper just giving up now? I don't know what's happened to Harper. Rip Batiste is now in the pits as well. Am I missing something here, guys? Holloway has lost the position. It looks like the Jungwig as well. First 5 minutes have been quite busy. Interesting enough, it's Holloway versus Christie there. Bixby with the fastest lap there. It is a 1:31. I'm trying to remember, there was a button here to show you the splits on the screen with this. I'm sure for the life of me I can't remember. Oh, there we go. I'll leave that on for you as well. I couldn't remember what the button was for a second. So you can see, in terms of pit stops, it's saying no one served a pit stop, which means the pit window isn't open for 5 minutes, which means poor old Dominic Geese is of course off out of it. I remember this could be one of those things. So I think there's a 5 minute wait for the pit window. So every pit out before 5 minutes does not matter. It's only after that that counts as one served. So that's quite tough for them. Fleury and Hewlett just at it there as well. Let's have it on here as Hewlett sticks by. But look at this up the inside. Franklin's looking to get involved as well. Great to see Franklin back. And Franklin gets the move done there as well on Fleury. Franklin looking quite strong in that Ferrari. Chevalsky and Tomlin swapping positions as well. Tomlin not having the greatest of starts to this one, unfortunately for him. So now, let's have a look at what is going on. Up the front, Bixby has got by Hunt there as well. There was other bits going on which I've missed out on. That looks like Dominic Geese is in between them. Then you've got Weigman next. And Hill is right there as well. So Hill's dropped off a little bit from him with Celine then just behind him. So Bixby has got by Hunt. I did miss that on the stream, but do I have a replay hidden of it? Let me have a look. So 127. So this might have been the reason why. It was just a bit of a twitch with 67 and 127, nothing more. As we're looking along here now, what's wee Matty gamble at? I think wee Matty's having an old mugate and probably an old chicken roll, setting up in his attic on the rig, sipping that as he's driving around. Behind him then, Jack Holden's having a good one. That's what the Ferrari should sound like, but that's actually Schmelzky's Ferrari making that beautiful sound, not the new Ferrari. The new Ferrari sounds like a washing machine. Not as nice as that. And let's just get on board for a little listen here. And wait till you're off throttle. Ah, that's music. That is what a proper engine sounds like. That's so nice. And he's actually in the bit of a sandwich of a new Ferrari there. Michael Stein just behind him. And then of course his teammate just ahead as he goes by one of the back markers there. As you can see, just a difference in pace with people being all over the place in terms of pits and everything else as well. So back further than that, Tedder's looking to try catch up to Brackstad. And Tedder and Rory take two. They fought very hard yesterday in the 2.4 over in Supercharged Endurance on the Sunday, and now absolutely at it again. Tedder having the upper hand this time. Both of them received drive-thrus yesterday. Will we see the boys taking drive-thrus today? That'll be interesting. Back further, John Dudley's right there as well. And that beautiful, beautiful looking Porsche. Then we've got two Wilsons. I hear they make tennis rackets really. They're in here as a disguise. Then we've got Clasper. Mr. Pickles right there. Richard's on a bit of a recovery now as well. Then you've got Dorito, Aaron Holloway, and then behind him Tomlin and Hewlett. Go on, Craigie. Go on, Craig. Not biased at all. Tomlin goes for the inside line here. Craig has wanted to break on, get the cut back. Beautiful stuff there from the lads. And Aaron Holloway just ahead of down there. Casper and Wilson though had a bit of a move. Let's have a look back to see what's happened. Oh, that's what happened. Wilson gets himself a little bit on the sideways sides of it. Pickles gets by also, and we're back onto the main race now. As they're going in there now. So back at the front, Bixby and Hunt back at a half a second between them. This should get quite interesting. Dominic East then is splitting then third position for old Dominic. not having the best of races today. Because it shows, for some reason, that he has not pitted. I know it shows his pit's done, so I apologise. We've actually lost 2 drivers as well. So Ryan Harper's definitely not in it. And I didn't see or clock who the other one is. I wonder what happened to Ryan, to be honest. I don't think he said why, did he? Oh, Ryan had an incident. Let's see, did I pick up the incident? So what number was Ryan? I'm assuming the Dominic Geese, number 11, 94 and 11. We're going to go back to this and just have a quick look at what happened. Oh, it doesn't show it. I'm going to try and investigate further on that one. So if I go back to the incidents. Oh, it mustn't have been Dominic East. So 1, 3, 4 possibly. And 7. So 1, 3, 4 and 7 are out of it. We're going to find this, guys. I'm going to keep finding these plays until I see what's happened. Oh, where's 1, 3, where's 70? No. 1, 3, 4. What about this one? Oh, there we go. Oh, wow. How did I miss that at the start? Okay, there was Moda. Should be playing a bit of Snoop Dogg there with that one. Okay, there was murder at the start that I didn't see. As Ryan is after getting by a wide man there. Sorry about that as we're looking back at that. These things happen, Ryan. We all live and learn. But for now, in the great words of Peter Griffin...
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
That's right, because we're into the racing that's on the track now. The Hunt is still fighting up front. You gamble right there. And look at Darius is just getting his little nose in as well. With Jack and everyone else. I'm telling you, the 2 ID boys are absolutely flying. 3 of them are in the top 8. Which is very, very good. And Dudley coming up for the 3 CDs. I think he's the first of the 3 CDs. Is he? Yes, he is. Where's Daz tonight, actually? We're missing Daz as into the pits. It looks like goes is a Stelline. No. Sorry, Wegman. I'm getting all their names wrong here today. Sure, it wouldn't be a stream with me if there wasn't a bit of names wrong. Richard Christie's also in the pits. Pit lane. Busy enough. Mr. Tedder, what's he up to? What is he up to?
Can't, it's broken! It's broken! Anti-stall! It's off. Fuck!
Okay, Chris, retire the car, so buddy. Retire the car. I'll entertain myself. Let's go around. He loves using that little meme from the soundboard. So Chris is actually having a good race today so far. Dudney's not long too far behind him. Then of course we have Aaron Holloway down in P20 or 19 at the minute. I wonder if after getting a bit of a online or in-team radio from Dominic Geese after that incident with Ryan Harper.
No, Mikey, no, Mikey, that was so not right.
Wow, he was very angry with that one. So Britt Batiste gets by Christie there. That'll be Christie leaving the pits, of course, as well. Britt has a few scars on the porker there as well. Christian Romano having a good bit of crack as usual. As if I know him very well, I don't, but sure, why not? Driving a very good race so far though, in fairness to him. Dave Hill, of course, the Scotty, doing a great job out there as well. Fair play to Dominic, and even to Fleury there. It's tough fighting at the back, but Dominic knows a good long race ahead. Back on Bixby, still holding out C Hunt at the minute, and he's 5 seconds less to carry in the pit, so I'm sure he's enjoying this if he can keep him behind. Matty Gamble nearly got by Mr. Celine. Let's have a look at how that developed. Matty went in but just didn't have a wide enough line to complete the corner fully and runs wide. That is very, very, very unlucky for him. But these things happen. That is motor racing. Oh, is he going to get him here? It looks like he has. Patience is a virtue, and he seems to have him, and he's the upper hand, having the inside line for the next few corners as well. So fair play to Matty, and all the other two CD or two ID boys are right there. This could be very good for Jack Holden. Opportunistic on the inside now. Jack's held the line. That could be two CD boys or two ID boys up ahead. Although Jack's run very, very wide, and that's going to put him off the track. Darius is going to get by him, I'd say now. Although they're fighting side by side. What I'm going to do for everybody's amusement here, for that beautiful sound, I'm going to do a full-on lap. Where is he gone, actually? Right. So we're going to go on with Darius Schmelski here now. For a full lap, I'm going to say nothing and just enjoy the sound. It's just so hard to stop listening to that engine out. It's just so nice, isn't it? But while all that's going on there, Bixby and Hunt still at it. It's still quite a close race with them. Hopefully back markers may not play too much of a moment to that. I'd say there was a bit of a A scary feeling there for Mr. Bixby, seeing Hunt coming in hot. But he's got through that and made it through quite nicely. Holden and Romano have just done it there as Holden finally... Ooh. See here, Holden's held the position. So now Darius needs to try and do that. So well done to Holden. Lovely moves. He's seems like he's enjoying racing again, which is nice to see. And long may it continue, Jack. Although Jack's getting dived upon. Now Darius has a nice drive here. He's given the bump draft to his teammate. Interesting little battle there. So Ryan O'Sullivan in the pits there. That's a interesting one to see what's going to happen there. These guys still at it, but Darius is obviously very close to his teammate. There won't be any fighting there. I'm going to jump back upon now to Hewlett as he's fighting quite closely now with my sworn enemy. Interesting. Let's see, can Craig get boys? We've Wilson, Tomlin and O'Sullivan in the pits at the minute. So while all this is going on with lovely battles here up front, they are still at it. Half a second now splits them. And then of course then Holden with Romano quite close as well. And his teammate is just there to bump draft him along too. All you hear are Darius to Jack right now.
Finish him!
He doesn't have to because he's gone into the pits. That's freed up Jack Holden now, which is great. So Romano's still in the pits there as well. Matty Gamble's about a second off Stilleen there, so jumping on with another 2 ID guy. It's Pickles after losing a spot to J-Wig there as well. So James Franklin is the other lad who left there. That took me a minute to find out. In the other Ferrari, that's who it was. I don't know what happened, James, to be fair. So what's Pickles gonna do here? As Wegman is by Romano. O'Sullivan gets by Kowalski because Kowalski's in the pits. Sounds like Batiste is going by along with Christie as well. Craig Hewlett's after getting by Desario. Let's get back and look at this live. Nice one. Beautiful move there. He holds on to it, which is nice as we see there. Fair play, Mr. Craig. It's what we like to see, brother. Wow. Hunt, Gamble, Brackstad, Jack, Casper and Schmelski all in the pits. So the whole group have gone into the pits there. Michael Simon to 4th, Tedder's into 5th now, Dudley's into 6th. Of course Dave Hill goes into 2nd as well, because Hunt obviously pitting very early. I think Hunt just wants to serve his penalty and try and just get a bit of free air and get back into it now.
That's what she said.
So let's see how this goes. So Bixby Out front for Vivid Global Racing. It is a nice livery. It does remind me of the old raver kind of. Do you remember the camo stuff people used to use in raves? Obviously, I was only a kid in the 90s. Well, when I say kid, I was born in 87, but I was a kid in the 90s and I remember seeing all those kind of raver stuff with all that on it. Be interesting as Bixie an ex-raver. We just don't know it. Oh, Mr. Pickles now. He's fighting away. My boy Aaron fighting away as well. What's my boy doing? And I know the Porsche is very good around here as well. He's having a nice ding-dong at the minute anyway. So we have Simon in the pits, Tedder's in the pits, Slean's in the pits, Pickles is in the pits. You pit, everybody pits. So Dudley now inherits P3, Hill in P2, and then Bixby still in P1. Now the interesting thing here is this man Hunt. He's got a tiny bit of fresh air, then there's a car ahead. Cameron Hunt is absolutely rapid. Some say Cameron may be related to the Stig. Aaron Holloway gets by Wilson up the inside. We'll go for a replay of that in a second. It looks like he's going to make it stick. He does. Well, let's go back. Heady Cammy gets a better drive out of the corner. Has the inside line. Beautiful stuff. And yeah, that was nice textbook stuff from Aaron there. So well done, Aaron. Craig, his teammate, not too far behind, of course. They are yet to pit. We have a stop go 30 for Celine and a stop go 30 for Tedder. FYI for speeding in the pit lane. So that is cruel, but that is racing. As Dudley and Jay Wig are in the pits as well. Jawug. So Jawug is obviously Brixby's teammate as well. For Vivid Global Racing. Speaking of which, when's Bixby gonna go? All you have to do is really splash and dash here. The hours, you're fairly safe even with the bop on tyres. Dudley's in the pits. I've seen Ryan Harper said, sorry to every hit. Absolutely embarrassed by that. Deserves a ban. Not usually this bad, honestly. So Ryan has apologised for the Mauda. Bixby's in. Drive through for Jack Holden. Jack is serving that now as well. So that would have been for track limits. And that's his drive-through serve. Tedder and Slean both serving the stop go 30. It's going to feel like an eternity. So Bixby still has to serve his 10-second penalty as well. So the thing is, where is he going to come out in comparison to Hunt? Dave Hill is yet to pit. He's stayed out. Aaron Holloway is yet to pit. Although Wilson and Hewlett are both in the pits now. As is Zagley, so we have an EOS and then Aaron both going. Probably past the straight now at some stage. He does. So Bixby leaving the pits now. Hunt's coming down the straight. Bixby's out and Hunt. Do you know what? Hunt has gained a bit of time there. I feel very interesting there. So as you see Wilson, Hewlett and Zayalag in the pits. The only three not to pit now is Holloway, Hill and Duranzio is his name, the US driver. As everybody else seems to have pitted now. Yeah, everybody else has cleared it. So Dave Hill is stuck in a bit of traffic now. This might be the time for Dave to get his pit in, because he doesn't want to be losing time fighting with a back marker, because essentially the back marker doesn't have to let him by, especially if he's already pitted. It'll be interesting to see, does he go for the pit this lap, especially being stuck behind somebody might be the better option. He gets by. Maybe not so. Aaron Holloway is in the pits, as is Dorito. Bixby coming around there with Hunt just behind. So it is about 3.5 seconds, and that's including him serving an extra 5 seconds in his pit stop. Now, in terms of pit stop time, Hunt was 47 seconds, Bixby was 42, so that was genuine just on pace. Hunt has pulled in 1.5 seconds by pitting that bit earlier and getting into freer air. So he'll be hunting him down literally in the name. So Dave is staying out. Dave Hill is staying out. He's the only person that's actually yet to pit now. Interesting, so. So Simon P7, Gambles in P6. Hunt in P3. At the minute, obviously, that's realistically P2. Ryan O'Sullivan has got by Chris due to Chris's stop-go 30. Dudley then is down behind him. So looking back there, where is Chris Tethers? Chris Tethers actually last now after that, unfortunately. And Celine's just ahead of him. So these guys are actually having an on-actual track battle, as Kowalski just gets by Shalagi. Aaron Holloway's lost the place to Wilson there. Schmelski's gotten by Richard Christie. Let's have a look at a Schmelski overtake. Gets up the inside, Richard Christie then on the outside then, and bam bam, thank you man. The traction in that mid-engine Ferrari, absolutely leery and ready to go, and he was even looking at a chance of going up Britt's inside. Britt of course then holds the inside line and gets that position, takes the apex. Holden and Tomlin are just out of Tomlin's going on the inside. Holden got a much nicer line, but just had to let off a bit there, and that's going to affect him on the exit. Although it's not stopping him going for it. 2 feathers. I don't think that looked very close for Tomlin to trust just pulling right across somebody, but they know better than us, that's why they're out there. That should be me out there crashing. Dave Hill is finally in the pits, which has released these guys now. Did everybody change tyres, or was there a set of fuel time this evening, if someone can tell me? Because it's very weird to see nobody trying to splash and dash. Everybody's doing tyres, which is really weird. These two having a nice battle, just enjoying it. So, looking on the grid at the minute, John Dudley has made up the most positions of 12 positions. The biggest loser is actually Stelline, down 24. Tedder's down 16. Holden's down 13. Geese is down 12. Schmelski's actually down 3. And Hunt's down 1. Second biggest winner is actually Joint. It's Pickles and then Dorito. With O'Sullivan next, and then Joint, Brackstad, and Aaron Holloway on 7 positions gained. With 21 minutes left to go. I won't say the race is anyone's. Jack Holden gets by Wilson on stream there. And away he goes. Hill fighting now Wegman. Wegman back ahead of Hill. Wegman in the Mercedes feels quite confident, I'm sure. Mr. Dave wants to get a scoot on because Romano and Gamble are right there. It just takes one little bit of a boo-boo and you can see Matty going from 6 to 3rd. And out front as well. It's kind of, stayed in around the 3.5, 4 second mark with these guys trading lap after lap there. Fastest lap though is with Bixby at 1:30.885 in the race. Last lap, Bixby was a tenth faster, literally exactly a tenth. A 1:31.107 versus a 1:31.207. So them guys are fairly on par with each other. Okay, Wilson and Dorito in the pits for drive-thrus. Yeah, close your eyes around here for a second and have a nap. You'll be caught out. You gamble showing the nose, but wanting to make a move, but not much you could do with that one there. As now Dudley is in cahoots with Casper. Oh, Matty Gamble's gone for Romano. I'm after missing that on stream. Let's go back to that. He's made it stick, whatever he's done. Oh, ha, ha, ha. What a man. What a dude. And Hills was after getting by Wigman as well while we were on this. Unbelievable stuff, guys. These are racing nice and hard. Now Matty Gamble is eyeing up Wegman. Wegman is saying bye-bye, but looks of it to P3 because Dave Hill already starting to put a little bit of a gap on him. This Hill is starting to try and stretch his legs now, and he need to. But Wegman, Gamble and Romano being so close. He needs to do something. Last corner there, the Mercedes. Looks quite nice through there. Gamble right behind him, looking gorgeous. Christie's just after getting by Darius. How did that happen? Darius right there though. Oh, okay, so Darius and Britt had a moment. So what was that? Car 34 and 47. I'll pull that up now in a second. Should be able to. Yeah, have it here in the replay. So what I'll do, I'm just going to press on with Britt Batiste. And then we'll have a look at that one now, yeah? Oh. That was unlucky. Casper's just got by Mr. Dudley there as well. I'll be doing another replay for this one. Sorry guys, it's replay heaven at the minute because there's just overtake after overtake at the minute. Nice stuff there, and I'm looking for Mr. Duds. So we're all fond of John, really. We don't like to let him know that. Although Bixby's starting to really open up on Hunt now. It's close to 5 seconds. He was nearly 0.4 of a second faster last lap alone was Mr. Bixby. 131.3 versus 131.397. He was still a little bit ahead, so it looks like Bixby at this phase of the race has the measure of Hunt with 17 minutes left on the clock. Oh, J-Wags had a bit of a moment. Let's go back here. Oh, and Darius got caught out again with the braking. We've witnessed a motor.
Finish him!
And let's have a look elsewhere. What is going on? Jack Holden in P18. He's getting close to Tomlin. Then Tomlin has, of course, his fellow 2ID, Mr. Darius Schmelski there, but my boy Aaron right behind him. Nice move there. Kowalski with Geese. Geese not able to hold Kowalski here. And Geese is a much nicer line. Kowalski taking a much wider approach. Kowalski opens up to turn 4 for himself. Gets around it beautifully. Dominic Geese is driving on the edge. You can see the rear end of that Ferrari just stepping out. So it's close down with Holden and Tomlin and them guys there. Druig, Brit Baptiste, Az down. Looks like Holden's after getting by Mr. Tomlin, who's got caught out a little bit the braking, and Aaron nearly got caught out as well. Brit Baptiste. Oh, okay, what's happened there? Oh, he's disconnected. Is he still going? Great. Stop drinking and driving. Back up here. So Hills stayed ahead of Wegman. Matty Gamble's kind of dropped off a bit from Wegman now, and Romano's just behind him. With Brekstad, Ryan O'Sullivan, Casper, Mr. Dudley in P11, Richard Christie, his fellow 3CD driver in P12, Dan Pickles in 13, Jorg in 14, Darius Schmelski is in 15, Jack Holden 16th, Tomlin in 17th, Aaron Holloway in 18th, Brit Baptiste in 19th. Oh, Tomlin got massively sideways, and Aaron Holloway will say, thanks for that, bud. I'll take a little bit of that wiggle wiggle. I'm going to raise you some jiggle jiggle because he's after getting by there as he was stepping his ass out of line. And Wegman's into the pits for a drive-through. Well, he can smell a good chance of a top, probably 10 finish now. Goodbye. Coming into 14 minutes to go. Depends on where he comes out of the pits. It's a 26 second little loss here if I remember correctly. So 26 seconds. Where's Dudley? Oh no, I think he's alright. He's going to stay ahead of Dudley, is he? No, he doesn't. He's out behind Dudley. Wow. Wigman is outside the top 10. He's going to try and hunt down Dudley. Getting by Dudley is another thing, as Bixby is definitely extending his advantage now. He's still in the 131s. Dave Hill in the 131.9s as well. The fastest lap, Bixby has absolutely been dominant at 130.885. Ain't nobody else in the 130s. Nobody. So, yeah. Interesting. Matty Gamble, though, 3 seconds off Dave Hill. If Matty wants to get himself a podium, he needs to get the finger out now. This is it. Ain't nobody gonna do it for him. He just gotta do it himself. Unless it's secretly Glenn Smith driving for him, then that would be hilarious. through nicely. What are you gonna do, Matty? I'm waiting for a miracle move here, wee boy. While that goose is doing that, jumping out Michael Simon. He's kind of by himself at the minute. Brack said we'll have Ryan O'Sullivan for a bit of company soon enough. If Ryan has his way, I'm sure it'll be more than a bit of company. Going back a bit further, Dudley and Clasper. Christie then has Wegman a bit up the road from him. Pickles has Joe not too far behind. And Darius and Jack are right there, but now my boy Aaron in P17 is coming up into it. Grippethes P18 is going to be under pressure from Tomlin. Then Kowalski's on the way along with Mr. Hewlett. So that's P21. Dominic East now up into P22. Dominic East still trying to get a few more positions and recover what was an absolutely catastrophic start to his race, to be fair. Down to 27 drivers now. Bixby still actually not too fast up last lap. Once gained a few tenths back. We're still 5.7 seconds clear, so still clear by quite a way. He's doing a good job. Doing a good job. So it's not getting to where he wants to be though. So Bixby quite a bit away from Hunt. So Hunt, I think, is kind of accepted now. It's probably looking like a P2, and Dave Hill's looking like it's going to be a P3 for him. P4 possibly then from Matty, although Romano has nothing to say with it. He'll be looking for a piece of that. Michael Simon's not too far off the case either, to be fair about it. He's probably not got much of the stream tonight just because, unfortunately, he's not really being involved in too much. And that's not a bad thing, he's just had a good race. Not much more to be said, really, about that one. Just one of those things, isn't it? Let's see what's happening here now. Rockstad still having a good race as well, to be fair. Romano's after getting by Matty again, but Matty's coming back at him. Matty's definitely coming back at him in quite a way there. Matty slams the dominance. This is the equivalent of getting your willy out and swiveling around like the helicopter. This is mine, baby. Now, back forward to what's going on. All the way with Shimalski, Jack's gone ahead. Joe Wig and Pickles now are starting to look like they're going to get into a battle. It's poor Pickles here now. Was enjoying his own little race as well. But I'm still enjoying it now, but ooh. I was getting close. He's doing a good job keeping behind at the minute. There's battles everywhere we look. Oh, Kowalski trying to send for it. Kowalski, I would say Kowalski. Doing a good job though, he's putting the pressure on, which is what we expect out of him. And Dave Hill, I don't think is worried too much in his review mirror, as the boys are now a distant memory for him. Although not so distant memory is Romano for Mr. Matty Gamble. So Sullivan and Brackstad, I'm pretty sure, are teammates as well. Maybe no, I'm wrong. Sullivan and somebody else, but love all the different interiors and the different noises. The Porsche sounds amazing. Porsche really does sound amazing inside. Less than 5 minutes to go, guys. Tedder is ahead of Dorito. So might as well go a rundown at the minute of where we are with everybody. Dorito in last place, Tedder in 26th, Wilson's in 25th, Jay Wilson, that is, so John Wilson, then Stephen Wilson in 24th, Dominic East in 23rd, Tibor is in P22 for Mortal Sim Racing, Craig Hewlett obviously for Supercharged Motorsports in 21st, Kowalski for Shredded Wee 888 in P20, Hyundai Tomlin for Big Brain Racing in P19, Britt Batiste for is in British in P18, Aaron Holloway for Supercharged Motorsport is in P17, Dariusz Śmielski for 2ID P16, Jack Holden for 2ID in P15, Joe Wig for Vivid Global in P14, Dan Pickles for Pickle Rick Racing in P13, Darren Christie for 3CD in 12th, Wegman for Hub Auto in P11, Dudley for 3CD in P10, Adam Clasper for Mortal Sim Racing in P9, Ryan O'Sullivan for Big Brain Racing in P8, Samuel Brackstad for Big Brain Racing in P7, so they are teammates, is right. Emil Frey Racing, Michael Syme, the Romano for SOP Esports Racing in P5, Matty Gamble for 2ID is in P4. Then we have Dave Hill for Amigos Racing Team in P3. Cameron Hunt T1SR in P2. And Bixby for Vivid Global Racing, currently sitting in P1. And I'd say there's 2 laps left looking at this one here. So going on to the second last lap now. This is it. It's going to be make or break for a lot of these guys that are racing close to Romano and Gamble is one I'm probably going to stay on with for a minute, because these are the closest on the track. Really and truly, in terms of lap time, not much splits to him. Matty has the overall fastest lap, but they're given tenths here and there on each lap, so be interesting now, what can Matty do and what can Romano do. It's down to the business side of things now. And these should be very interesting. Matty's doing enough to hold it off. Dudley as well, just not much he can do there. Schmelski back ahead of Jack Holden. Aaron Holloway's a bit behind there as well. Plenty of contacts out there. They'll be busy out there. Now I didn't run the software, just have all the replays of the contacts. Oh my god, there's enough of them. So Kowalski has got by Tomlin eventually. Let's get back to have a look at how that happened. Kowalski goes on the outside, Tomlin's defending inside. That Beamer has superior straight line speed. That was actually very, very nice from him as well, because it just gets by. Quite simple, to be fair about it. Simon is now up into P19. And Mr. Bixby here on his last lap has been phenomenal. Started P2, he did lose out to Hunt in qualifying, but has come back strong in the race. He's not put a foot wrong here this evening. And even with the 5-second penalty serving, he's pulled out a lead to 9.5 seconds on Hunt. So even if he didn't have the 5-second advantage, he would have been still 5 seconds clear. And of course Hunt had made 1.5 seconds of that back through traffic by pitting that bit earlier. But unfortunately to no avail. It must be just Bixby today has the better race set up, but overall consistency and pace with it. So very well deserved win for Vivid Global Racing with Clive Bixby at the helm in that McLaren here tonight. And as he crosses the line, he'll be absolutely delighted there with that one. Boom, and there he goes. Brilliant stuff there. In the background we see then Mr. Cameron Hunt coming across the line in P2. And then Dave Hill's coming around the back now into P3. Dave would be delighted with that one. So great stuff for Dave as he gets up into P3. Then P4 for Matty Gamble. Romano P5. Simon coming across in P6. Braxton in P7. O'Sullivan in P8. Glasper coming around for P9. John Dudley coming around for P10. Wegman as you hear there coming around for P11. And then the background, Christie coming around for P12. Then Pickles coming up for P13. Darius trying P13. Pickles under pressure. Jack Holden in the middle, trying to get a 2ID bullying tactic going on here. But Pickles is going to hold off. It looks fit at the minute. Although Darius lets off to let Jack boy. And Jack gets P13. Darius P14. Aaron Holloway in P15 there. Batiste P16, Joe Wagon P17, Tomlin P18, Craig Hewlett P20 because the person's left, Kowalski P21. And we're waiting now for Zalajski. Then Wilson, Dominic East, Judah Wilson, and then of course we did have Chris Tedder and the guys in there as well. So there we go. That was the race this evening. Of course, they are back again next Monday. I'm assuming Ricky will be back in the box. I've missed probably one of my favorite tracks this week to sit here and talk, but for now, thanks for watching. Don't be afraid to like, subscribe, follow, I don't know, whatever else you can do on YouTube. And if you want to get involved with racing with the guys here, this is split one. Of course, there's a split two that was shared live as well. You can watch that back, and there is room in both servers, so join up straight away. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
One French, one Belgian have been amongst the standouts of what's been an ultra-competitive sprint cup.
We have nice cars with us, the sun, nice track.